Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Friday night. It's December. It's May 24th of 2024, and you're on Friday Night Live with Oron and Minoo. So tonight we have a very, very special guest with us. I begged and pleaded and pretty pleased him, and he said, "But it's 2:00, mate." And I said, "Well, just take a nap." So yeah, we want to give a big welcome to Mr. Red Redfern from across the pond. Red, thanks for joining us. And I understand that you're going to talk about organizing a plan.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's what I'm.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I'm gonna. Well, you know, this is a relaxed, chill out type of show. Yeah. So I thought I'd come on here and just try and throw a few ideas around. But it's great to be here amongst some fantastic people. I know many of you on the screen. Always nice to be. And in fact, I've met quite a few of you on the screen as well. Gemma and Lystra, met you guys in Manchester. Had a blast over there. And there's many more that I do want to meet that are on this screen. Big man, mountain man, Rutledge. Certainly want to meet up with you and Key. I'm sure that me and Key will have plenty to talk about. Might go and see Chris if I have to, but, you know, it's a dirty old job, but someone's got to do it, I suppose. So I'll probably go and see him as well, and many of you as well. Raphael, you and Janet, certainly on the Emerald Isles over there, is certainly a place on my list. Yeah, as you know, many of you listen to my lives on a daily basis, and I certainly thank you for doing that and supporting me, what I do in my ONPASSIVE journey. But I think it's also really important that everybody, not just you guys on the screen, the people listening as well, or anybody who is involved with ONPASSIVE, especially as an affiliate, has some sort of plan. And before people get going and thinking, plan, why do I need a plan? Well, the old saying of any plan is better than no plan is the idea. And when you are starting anything online, and especially if you've looked at ONPASSIVE, you've come in, you've seen that affiliate tab at the top, you might have been told about earning a bit of extra money through the ONPASSIVE affiliate program that is available there. Then you need to start thinking about how it's all going to work and affect you and all the rest of it. This is the starting blocks of a plan. This is really where every single one of you, if you are an affiliate, needs to start thinking about, how am I actually going to do this? What am I actually going to do to start my business within ONPASSIVE? Now, make no bones about it. ONPASSIVE is your business. Is ONPASSIVE your business in the sense of you own a business? No, not at all. You are an affiliate within that business, but you are having your own individual little business that you can control in any way that you feel fit. You are leveraging the products and services that are available to you, and it is entirely up to you how far you run with it. Is it passive? Of course it is. But even if you have a passive involvement in ONPASSIVE, you still need to have some sort of plan. You know, if that is your plan of, I want to come in, I want to allow the company to build my business, you still need to have that plan. And part of that is, how am I going to instigate my plan within ONPASSIVE? Well, you can't just sign up and then walk away. There is certain things that you have to do, even if it is passive, that you are required to do. And that means logging in at least once a week into the account, making sure you're up to date, making things that certain things are signed, things are purchased, etc. But the main importance, what I wanted to talk to you tonight about, is formulating a plan for yourself. Now, Andy Burke's a good friend of mine from the UK. He loves a list. He's forever writing lists upon lists. Now, that is how he formulates his plan, because he actually physically writes things down on pieces of paper. Now, I'm not suggesting that everybody does that. I tend to mull things over in my mind a lot of the times. Most of my planning, funnily enough, is spent me in bed, wondering, you know, thinking and all the rest of it. And I formulate certain plans with where and what I'm going to do. When you start a plan of your actions, of how you're going to do things, first thing you need to do is to know your business. Now, there's no point in planning any action if you've got no idea. Now, I know it's laborious. I know some people don't like doing it, but the more knowledge that you have of your business, not only do you know more about it, but also you know you are also in a position where you can take action on that knowledge. What do I mean by this? I mean, whenever you are in any business, and doesn't matter whether it's on passive, whether it's a physical business or whatever it may be, if you don't know anything about that business, how are you going to then talk to anybody if they ask you questions about your business? You know, people ask things that you are not expecting. Why? Because they haven't got that knowledge base about our business that we have. So they might look at things differently and ask you questions in a completely different way. If you have not got the knowledge base about your business, then you won't be able to explain things professionally to that person. If they come to you and say, I've been looking at you for a long time online. Now, make no bones about it, guys. Every single person who's here right now, people on your friends lists, on Facebook or other social media sites, they will know that you are in ONPASSIVE. Why? We live and breathe it. We talk about it on a daily basis. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if most of us haven't got it tattooed on the front of our heads. I'm an ONPASSIVEian, because that's how much we are into what we are trying to do. So they know, they're looking at you all the time. I said yesterday on my live that out of the blue, a friend of mine I bumped into, who I've worked with before, said, "Oh, Red, you know that," and he couldn't even say ONPASSIVE right. That on whatever it's called. My partner's asked me to tell me a little bit more about it. She wants to know. So obviously I did my spiel, and I could do my spiel off the cuff because I know so much about this business. If you don't do the research, if you don't read, and it is all there for you, then you're going to look like a rabbit in the headlights. Now, that's not good. That doesn't give the other person the confidence. Now, whether you like it or not, body mannerisms are a subconscious thing, and other people pick up on your body language very, very quickly, consciously or subconsciously. If you are looking like you don't know what you're talking about, guess what that person's going to think? They don't know what they're talking about, because you are not giving over the right vibes to that person that you are confident, you know what it's all about, and you're not giving that person the subconscious knowledge that they are looking for in you for them to go and have a look. And at the end of the day, that's what you're after. You're after that person just taking a look. You're not after them buying anything from you. You're not after them trying to sell them something or anything like that. All you are after is for that person to have the curiosity to go and have a look. That is your lure. That is your hook that you are looking for. Plant the seed. Now, as we all know, you plant a seed, but sometimes it takes a while to grow. You might have to water it a bit, you know, to get it going and all the rest of it. But also, if you overwater a seed, what happens? It dies. Okay, so you have to be very careful about the seed that you've planted, that you allow it to germinate in its own natural environment, that you're not overwatering it and killing it. And many people don't understand this, and many people, they get a lead, but what they don't do is allow that lead itself, for its own curiosity, for its own germination, to then want more water so that it can grow more. Many people get a seed, they plant it, and then they chuck loads of buckets of water all over it. It gets too wet and it dies. Basically meaning you actually saturate them with too much, or you're hassling them, or whatever it may be. So when you're formulating your plan about your business in ONPASSIVE, you need to strategize. You need to say, right, what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Do a little bit of research of how people do strategize in business, online, and all the rest of it. There is not a done and dusted formula for this. You have to feel your way for how you are, your personality. And that is what I would certainly work on, is you, yourself, and your personality. I see many people on the screen now, all with really individual personalities. And that is your forte. That is your strong point that you should certainly work on, because that is your comfort zone. That is where you're very happy. You know, that's where you're relaxed. And that's really what you're trying to achieve here, is when people are talking to you about ONPASSIVE, or you are talking to them, you know, you have to look for openings all the time when you are trying to put something across, whether you're at the school gate, whether you've bumped into an old friend after a while. Conversations are always pretty similar. Oh, hi Red, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. So what are you doing these days? Is a normal general term of what people do, isn't it? You know, oh, how you doing? What you up to? You know, it's really casual, but it's an opening. And then you can say, like for instance, myself, I give them a little bit of a spiel about what we've done and selling my business and moving back to the UK. And then they'll probably say, so you do what you're doing now? And I said, well, I do a few things online. That's going really well. I've been involved with this company for 5 years. It's an IT company, digital products and services, blah, 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 all the rest of it. And they say, well, what do they do? And then you explain a little bit more about it. And I said, and then you can say at the end of it, listen, if you want to take a look, here is my link. Or you say, have you got WhatsApp or whatever? I'll send you a link. That's all you have to say. I said, go and take a look at it. Look, if it's something that interests you, give me a bell. Leave it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If you haven't heard from them in 2 weeks, then you send them a text. Did you get a chance to look at it? And if they say, no, I didn't, they say, then all you need to do is say, okay, that's fine. Go have a look. If you're not interested, let me know. And then I won't get, then I'll leave you alone. All right. Just be yourself, be upfront, be honest. Don't try and pressure people. Going back to having the plan. There is, like I said, there is no firm way to doing or having a plan, but one thing you must do is you must have some idea of how it's going to go. You know me, Chris and Marty, our plans have always been quite similar. we've decided that we want to be front and center in ONPASSIVE. That's been our choice, but that has also been our plan. Our plan from a long, long time ago was to be prominent in ONPASSIVE, to stick our heads above the turret in those early days when it was a whim and a dream. But that was our plan. And what we've done is we've grown on that plan to where we are today. But that's how we started back all those years ago. Many of you here have made yourselves prominent in ONPASSIVE because that has been your plan. It didn't necessarily start that way as you were going to be this way you are now, but at least you started with something. And like I said at the beginning, a plan is better than no plan. You know, you have to have something, because one thing you can't do is become an affiliate and then go, well, now what? What's going to happen? You know, what do I do? That's not a plan. That's a hope. That is just waiting. Is the company going to do things for you? Yes, it is. But you can't expect to have the rewards that other people are going to have if you've just got no plan. The company are going to do these things for you, but it might take a year. It might take 2 years. But it will happen. Now, for me, that's not acceptable. I don't want to just rely on the company for my success. I want to be able to do something for me to make my own success. I'm going to utilize everything that's there possible for me to leverage so that I can get ahead of the game. That's my plan. So now I've decided that's going to be my plan. How do I action all of those things that I've just said into my plan? Well, I make sure that I try and know everything about every website, anything that is online about ONPASSIVE. And you see that on a daily basis with the information I bring to you. I stick my nose in every nook, cranny, corner of every site there is of ONPASSIVE official, so that I can try and glean anything that's new, anything that is happening, because that is my knowledge. That is what I know about this business. I try and know as much as I possibly can, so that if there's any changes, then not only can I bring it to you guys, but it's also more knowledge for myself, so that I have then got my plannable action of where I think things are going. So in recap, if you want to get ahead quicker in ONPASSIVE as an affiliate, you have to have a plan. This is my personal view. I'm not saying everyone has to have it. I'm not saying this is the company telling people they have to have a plan. Is it a done for you system? Yes, it is. It's 100% automated, done for you. They are going to do everything they've said they're going to do for you. But for me, that's not a plan. That's I hope this works. I'm looking forward to having a passive income. I can do whatever I want with my life, and the company are going to take care of it. But I joined ONPASSIVE because I want to have the financial rewards, the time freedom of where I want to be. And for me to get to that level a lot quicker than anybody else, then I need to have a plan. That's what I decided to do. And that's what I recommend all of you people have as well. Back to you, Ron and Minoo.
Wow. That was awesome, Red. We appreciate it, man. You know, I was taught in the early teens, because my mom was in direct sales, and that's what she always said. You have to get a plan. You have to work a plan. There's another company that's been in business since '58, you know, and that was their motto, you know, get a plan, work your plan. So that's a very good presentation to rack our minds and tell us to get going.
Yeah, I listen. You know, I'm not advocating that everyone should do what I am doing and many of the others are doing here. You know, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you want to reap the rewards to its fullest, You have to have a plan. Now, plans change, okay? Never be scared to change your plan, okay? Because if you listen to what Ash was saying on Wednesday, which is quite a prominent point, in my opinion, is that you have to have your base. Now, that is your firm area that you can work off in any direction. But part of a plan is trying new bits. Now, you know, that your plan is, I'll have a go at that and I'll see how that works. And if it doesn't pan out, then guess what? You have to change your plan and do something else. But one thing's for sure is we can't all fish in the same pond. That's for sure. Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to have certain different plans of actions so that you're not necessarily fishing in the same pond as somebody else. You want to be fishing in a pond that's absolutely stocked full, and even Chris Johnson could catch something in it. You know, that's where you want to be.
That's a dream there, buddy. That's a boat and a dream. you know, Red, though, I'm the kind of person, though, I have a hard time depending on someone doing it for me.
Yeah, I
agree. Not doing anything for myself. You know, if ONPASSIVE is going to do everything for us, yes, but if you need to pick it up and do a lot of things yourself to help your own business. Just not sit back and wait.
Absolutely.
Sure, we do passive, but passive's not going to get you to where you want to be in a very short manner. Eventually, maybe, but if you work at it just a little bit, you know, a couple hours a day or whatever. And I've heard you say it before, you know, everyone in ONPASSIVE is going to succeed.
Yeah.
No matter what. Nobody will be left behind, no matter what. But you got to give a little bit to get a little bit, is the way I look at it. So
yeah, I do understand that there's a lot of people who think, well, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And this is why I keep going, you know, people say, well, so-and-so is doing that. I can't do that because they're already doing that. There's no sort of lane for me or opening for me or whatever. And this is why I keep on going back to your personality is your PowerPoint, right? Who you are is your, that's your powerful point, who you are. You know, people who follow me because of me.
Right.
You know, because of my personality, because of what I do, same as all of you guys there. You've all got your own personalities, and whoever follows you because of your own personalities. And because it's the old saying, isn't it? Birds of a feather flock together, and there's something within you that they attach to, that they can relate to, and all the rest of it. Obviously, I'm talking now as a person who is online a lot and visual and all the rest of it. This is where you get the attraction, or people follow you. I mean, if you are looking to do that, then that is the thing that you should be concentrating on, is you as the person. Obviously, if you are looking at going down different routes, whether it be maybe doing a bit of advertising, a bit of marketing and all the rest of it, then you have to do things differently, because that takes a much more sort of professional role with how you're laying out what you're trying to achieve. Or even if it means I'm going to start handing flyers out, or I'm going to start doing a free class at school for mums at home, or whatever your plan is, right? You need to give it a little bit of a thought. That's all I'm trying to say, is that give it a bit of thought, get the knowledge base that you need, okay, and then you can go from there. But one thing's for sure is you cannot just be in a situation where I can't do it, or you know, or I can't. No, all those spots are taken. Somebody's already doing that. Well, no, that nobody is always doing that, because that somebody's not you.
Right.
And that is the difference. You know, the difference is you're you, they're them. Now,
Yep.
I know for a fact that the person who's following them probably wouldn't follow you because they're looking for a different person, but a new person might follow you because they relate to you or however you are. So, but yeah, I totally agree with you. I couldn't sit back and do nothing.
Yeah, I do have to kid you a little bit about a phrase you used about the rabbit in the headlights. Over here in the U.S., it's called a deer in the headlights, Red. It's a deer in the headlights.
Well, the reason we call it a rabbit in the headlights over here is because if you see deer in the headlights, they do tend to bolt off, but rabbits don't. They just go.
Oh, okay. That's like over there where Norrell is. I'm going to go rabbit hunting because they have some big old rabbits over there.
Like a nail in a used car, Red, right?
Yeah, mate. You got it.
I know
that was a new one, by the way.
Yep. You have time for a couple of questions, or do you need to get to bed?
No, I'm good. I'm up now, mate.
Ron, if you don't mind, I do. Red is great.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Is this where I tell you I don't care?
Yes.
We all get along.
Yeah.
Red, great seeing you. I appreciate
your
wisdom, man. And I do look forward to visiting the UK again. I did as a child, and my memories just are really pictures. But I actually have some pictures of me by narrowboats. I shared those with Red. They're pretty cool. But I want to thank everybody here that sent me prayers. I had a little health issue this week. I think we got it figured out. I believe it's due to the diet that I am on, and it caused me to get dehydrated because I don't drink enough water. And I also take a little bit of blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure was bottoming out. I had an issue last Tuesday night, and I'm lucky, or y'all are lucky, that you didn't find me face planted on the keyboard. But anyway, I just want to thank everybody for the prayers. I'm doing good, and that's all I came on here to tell you. Also, this weekend's Memorial Day for us in the U.S., and that's not for people that are active duty. That's for people that paid the ultimate sacrifice of their life for our freedoms, and I will be honoring them this weekend. Marty DeGarmo's brother being one. And again, thank you all for the prayers. Red, good to see you, but I'm gonna hang around for a little bit, and I'm gonna be taking off. But thanks, Ron.
Anytime, brother. We'd love to see you on here.
Yeah, Key as well. Just to let you know as well, I got some pretty good news on my birthday actually, that I was selected. Been selected to do the march past the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday, which is this year the 10th of November in the UK. 65 or so. Really chuffed about that. So that's I'll be in the big smoke in London, marching with my old buddies. Well, that'll be pretty cool.
Good memories for you, Red. And,
yeah, exactly. And obviously, one of the good things about Facebook is that over the last few years, I've managed to make a lot of connections with a lot of my old army buddies that I probably never would have done. So it'd be nice catching up with them after 40 years. That's for sure.
I actually connected with a gentleman that flew with my father and remembers the day that Dad had to eject. And I met him at a museum. I did a flag presentation, but he and I got to sit down and talk about it. And
cool.
It just was really cool to hear the same story from somebody else other than just your dad, But that actually happened 1 month after I was born.
Wow.
So, I was born in October, and Dad had to eject in November of the same year. But anyway, much respect for military guys, much respect for you, Red, and I appreciate you coming, bud.
Red, does your uniform still fit?
No, mate. probably the same way as yours does, Ron.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Go ahead, Minoo.
Wonderful, amazing topic, and thank you for speaking so always vividly and comprehensively and in an understandable language that I even understand it. Thank you, Red.
No, you're welcome, Minoo. No worries.
Yeah, let's
She understood the rabbit in the headlights. Okay, now she was.
Yay!
Hello, Mr. Ash. Welcome.
Hi, Minoo. Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Fantastic. What do you want? I'm here.
I'll be here with you.
Well, the topic
All
is
right.
planning, and we know that you probably do a lot of planning. So, Red
Thank you.
talked about planning tonight.
Oh, I love it. That's an incredible topic. Tell me more about that when I'm needed. But I heard it a little quiet. I thought I'd jump in and make some noise.
Good, good,
Thank
good,
you.
Loud
good,
enough
good.
here. Why?
We have many amazing
Loud is
people
good.
here.
I got my family here. Susie.
Yes.
Susie's here. Can you believe that?
Yes.
You believe I'm still awake?
You're in trouble, everybody. Susie, me here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Buckle up.
Also,
Call the
Robin
police.
is here.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
Yep, we have
Robin.
Robin and Susie and Mr. Mufareh himself.
New Jersey.
Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Gene and the
Yes.
furniture.
Narelle from
Of
across the
course.
pond.
Yeah. Lovely. Hi, Casey. Oh, fantastic. So tell me about planning. Tell me more.
Well, we're having
Planning
people
what?
share.
Business.
Planning on planning on what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. When the things come down, how they're going to share, what we get, and just things like that.
Mhm.
Okay. Ron, what are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah. What's
I
your
am-
plan?
I'm hopefully going to retire, really retire. Is the first thing, but I'll never retire. I like to work too much, but it's I like to fish a lot. I like to get back into bass tournaments like I used to do years back. So we have a place on the St. Johns River that was my mom and dad's. So it's we go up there, just chill out, do some bass fishing, do some bluegill fishing,
Beautiful.
have fish fries, just have quiet time with the kids and the grandkids, and hopefully live a lot longer.
Well, fishing doesn't
And I want
require
to help
much
people too.
planning.
I want to help
check
people
the
too.
weather. Step one, step
just-
two. Put a bait on your hook. Reel the fish. That's it. 3 steps.
Hey, yeah.
That's why
I'd like to
therapy.
get something going with kids too and fishing. A little club going, maybe, or a big club going for that matter. Of young kids fishing with professional fishermen in tournaments and stuff like that. I think that would be fun.
Perfect.
But, other than that,
Only
with my
my
wife.
mother-in-law can screw up fishing. Okay, let me tell you the story. Okay, true story. It's a simple thing. You put the hook in the water and reel up the fish. True story. We were fishing in the Key West, all right, on a boat, and the captain said to her, "You get a better chance of catching a fish if your hook was in the water." It was just dangling out there in the air and literally
that's funny.
waiting for a fish. Yeah.
Well,
That's
she
a
was
true
fishing for
story.
gator. You know, why you keep the hook above the water, you know, with a chicken on it.
Oh,
You know, the
yeah.
gator comes up and grabs it. So she was probably
You
doing
like
that.
chicken? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Fried
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
or just raw chicken?
Oh, just raw chicken. Raw chicken. You know,
I
big. You
prefer
get a
to
big
keep
leg
the
quarter.
chicken. Why am I going to sacrifice the chicken to catch a gator?
Because the gator tastes like chicken.
I don't know about that. So
Yeah.
it's really simple. I think, you know, either you prepare or you repair every day.
Yes, exactly.
If you want to have a well balanced tomorrow, if you want to have control of your week or day or month, you got to have a plan. And no one knows your ability or your capacity like you. Quite often we over exaggerate, like we overbook ourselves. I do the same sometimes, and so because you know it's hard to have things go perfect the way you want it. So if one or two activities go off, so you're gonna have to go off your plan. But planning in general, if you're talking about objectives and dreams and goals and all of that, that's a different topic.
Yeah.
I was hoping to kind of like poke you in a different direction today. I know it's at the end of your session, but maybe I can throw that out there and have you start thinking. And when we meet again in the near future, we can have some thoughts and idea. I really need that. I need your help with it. So anybody is who's been with us for a while and they know the products, because as of now we took out the tentative products, or the, let's say, the wish list from the website, and we just have what's either ready or coming soon in the marketplace, in the ecosystem. And I was thinking, I want to ask you a question about two products. Everybody to suggest two products. I will demonstrate how I would like this to go down. So, for example, I would ask Ron or Minoo, what is your favorite product that you like to come live and launch this year before the end of the year? And that product, let's say, not necessarily for the money monetization and you know the business side of it, as much as you really like the product, you understand the benefit or the value of it, and because that you really wish that it's in the upcoming launches. The other product, so everybody should kind of like pitch two products. The other product is, which product do you believe or you trust that it can be a game changer and it can draw and generate good revenue to yourself and to the rest of the community. And you understand the features or maybe the business model of it, if you understand. So in a way, a loving product and a businessy product. Everybody should run this. If you thought about that, anybody want to say one, just to give us a sample or two? And then
I tend to agree with Marty when he speaks about. Oh, next time. Okay. Okay. Well.
No. Everybody, like, you're welcome to say it if you already have an idea. But I would like, when we have probably earlier, okay, and when we kind of like invite more people to come in and use the timer and start running down, you know, the list and see what would be. I would be taking notes, like, to see what people think and what's their perspective, what they're excited about, what they like to see coming sooner. And you know, we already know, for example, like O-Connect, but you could say, for example, I like to emphasize O-Connect more and drive more income from O-Connect, things like that. Yeah. But anyone want to?
That's exactly what I was going to say, Ash. I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to do the O Connect and drive as much traffic as I could afford to it, because I think it's a signature product. It's a signature product for us.
Signature product. Oh, okay.
You know,
let's put it that way. Signature, or how about like lead-in product? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. Leading product. I think that's going to be our leading product into everything else, because it goes along with anything else.
Yes.
And everything else we have.
I don't want to lose signature. Okay.
Okay.
I have a big issue with signature. We want to use the lead-in product, Ron.
Okay. I can do that,
Is that
too.
okay?
Yep.
Do I know how to act? Nobody knew I was messing with you.
Yeah, I knew you were. That's why. Do you see the title on the screen? On the top?
Yeah, I do.
We're back.
We're back. Oh, Ron. Oh, Minoo. That's a combination, yeah.
Yeah, it's Friday Night Live with Ron and Minoo. So, but you know what else I like is I like the O Shop. That's kind of interesting.
Okay.
To me, and
Ron, also when we do that, like for example, when you say O Shop, I like you to elaborate a little on how do you understand it, just to make sure that you give the concept of the product the way we're building it or built it.
The way I understand it, it's going to be where if you have goods that you sell outside of ONPASSIVE, that you'll be able to put them through. Market
that would be
O
Mart and O Commerce. Yeah, O Shop is more like a souvenir printing shop for ONPASSIVE products.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But commissionable as well.
Right.
To your own marketing, like the design is done, the templates are done with your info, and you just use it to have some more exposure to your business.
Yeah, I think I look forward to
that. So you're more on having your own shop, not the ONPASSIVE shop. It's like you are able to add your own items to it. Is that what you like?
Yeah, because I've been doing other things for many years that I really just do it as a sharing of friends that could be very marketable, but have never really gone overboard in trying to market them. And they're different products than internet stuff and software. They're just health products, stuff like that. I'd like to be able to help drive traffic to with O Domain. I think O Domain is going to be awesome.
Oh, that's a big one. Okay.
I just look forward to everything. I mean, it's hard to pick out just one product, because when you read about all of them, you just get
what do you think, Susie? Should we also allow them to say their least favorite product, like give 3 products, like a love product, a business product, and product?
Well, Susie will kill me, but staff is not something that really excites me, because I would never use it.
I understand, yeah.
But
you're right,
because I don't have a need for it. If I had a need for it, then I would probably be excited.
You have a point, Ron. Yeah, I understand. That's why such a topic or a discussion is important, to see how can we conceptualize something like OStaff and make sure that others can benefit from it. Because I know you like the money part. Yeah, Academy.
If you had O Connect and Academy, because I like to teach, and I would probably develop a program into law enforcement again, just on the teaching side of it, using the O Connect and the Academy.
O Connect, Academy. Okay, nice. And you said O Domain too. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Minoo, what do you think?
Obviously, I'm most familiar with O Connect, for me to choose, I need to know a little more about the features of the products that are potentially coming before I run an opinion. But O-Connect is how can you top this? And when the AI features are coming, like the CC translation, it's just going to be mind-boggling. It is already. And so this is the most area that I'm familiar with. And even if I want to promote a health product that I used to be trying and I fell on my face on it, I can use O-Connect to do that. So.
If it was a different show, but like Friday night ad doesn't do it for me. So Friday Night Live, everybody knows it's Friday night. I don't need a calendar reminder. Okay, so I would announce a feature we just added to O-Connect. It's in the QA, but it's Friday night, Chris.
See, it's just not Friday night. This is Friday night live. Okay, this is live.
The day before Saturday.
If it was less O, it would have been more businessy. I would have talked about that.
Okay, let's erase the O's.
Would you like me to put Let's O up there, Don?
It's all good. So we have the video virtual background. It's already in.
Wow!
All right.
It came out. It came out better than we were expecting. Very good, very clear. There's no blurriness when you move. All of that. So it's in the queue now. If it's QA, being tested, meaning if it's all good, then you're going to see it live real shortly. Yeah. That will make it. That will make it as a toy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am just enjoying the virtual background as it is, as you can tell. So just imagine having a video.
Right. Oh, it's beautiful. But now imagine you have a video. It's like live motion. It's good.
I can't wait to see that.
So, for example, law enforcement man Ron Hulbert want to teach in a class something about I don't know, suspense or so there could be a reasonable music or video. Those are two components, like music, but that will add liveness to the session, and I think that would be good. Someone else maybe in meditation, another person, in just like business, classic, all of that. So having the perspective choice, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for example, if we talk about kids, maybe my choice of video background would be animals, the zoo.
Mm-hmm. Our Sesame Street parade.
You get the case.
That's too civilized, yeah, for them.
And I am not Oscar in the trash can, okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
I love O-Staff. I don't know. O-Staff what really got me excited when we first came out. I mean, there's millions of businesses out there that need that. People that
but they don't know the level. They don't know the level it is now. Okay, so forgive them. They don't know if they see a demo now. And I can tell you the date, but I don't want to put a date when it's set to go live. Yeah, it's pretty impressive right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ash, what is playing behind you on the screen has anything to do with the video background?
Just TV. Yeah.
Okay,
I put the screensaver.
Yeah.
That's not the virtual background.
Mm.
Well, speak up, guys. He wants to hear your opinion.
I'm just thinking about the video background. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see.
Well, if you allow more of my Indian people to talk, they have a ton of ideas.
I can add something, Mash.
All right,
Anything
go ahead, my
anything.
Indian brother.
Yeah, I have one question. But anything to do with communication, like OConnect, OPAL, because I think branching the people around the world, like whatever you did with OConnect, where people that couldn't afford to get on or whatever they did, it was a struggle. That has been made so much better, like 100%, and that made such an impact in people that really had trouble getting on. They can get on now. And something like OPAL, where you connection, anything with connection and making people feel part of what we have, I mean, really feel it, has to be a big deal no matter what money it brings in, because everything's going to bring money in. But I think something where you get people where you can get that communication, go out and touch more people, go out and grab more people where they can talk freely and they're not, I saw such a difference from this Oak Connect and what we had before. It's night and day. And what we had before was the best in the world. But I was seeing the communication and all the feedback of, oh my God, I got on, I didn't get kicked off. I can hear I'm not spending $1,000. It was cut down 75%. But I would think would be a big help is I'm pretty sure that any products that we did know about before now that haven't launched are probably nothing like we thought they were. Knowing you and this much time went by, there's no freaking way. They might have the same name, but I'm sure a lot of them are much different. It might be a good idea, if you could, to give us something like bullet points of this is, this is this product, this is this, and this, and realize kind of what it does. Because my thing is more about, yeah, okay, you can make more money, like OConnect. For me, you gave me a page where I could build Create. I don't need any more products. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying I know what we have right there could clean house. But I also know there's other little things, because what you really want to do is empower more and more people. Then it doesn't matter what comes out, because they're all going to grab what they want. They're going to go where they want to go. Whatever you can do the quickest to bring in all these people that need to be here, whatever device that is, whatever technology that is, or whatever, I believe if you can do that part, the rest of it's happening anyway. Organically, it's going to happen, because you bring people in, automatically they look and say, man, look at this technology. And we've talked about it before. I go back to Zoom and say, I'm mad at them because they ripped me off for 2 years. They had to, because if this company that came from nowhere can give me this much for 50, 60% less, now I'm mad. Now you're messing with people's emotion. They're not in love with Zoom. So they go back. When you get one person from any of these other companies like a Zoom or a video marketing, you automatically at the minimum get 2. If you get 50, you get 500, because they're talking to somebody on the other end that isn't here yet. And they're going to share it because of what we have. This isn't brain surgery. You made it where there is no thought. You give me a page that talks about OConnect, throwing a little bit of stuff, we could blow this up. And that's one. Yeah, there's other products out there but I think if you can get people part of the game, then it doesn't matter. That's my opinion. But also make that bullet point so you know these are the names and this is their intent, even if it's a comparison. This is, so people can say, oh no, I would rather have that than this, because I think it's almost blind to try to figure out what one I would want first or second or third. But I definitely want the quality you have on OConnect, and you don't even think OConnect's good enough. So that's light years ahead. No. I mean that. And you got
You got
Yeah.
O'Mail, Onet, O'Tren. Onet's not good enough. O'Mail's not good enough. But you know that. So when they get to the standard, when great is not good enough, it's over. What you got to do is get them in the door. Everybody's gonna migrate where they want to go anyway. But I think that communication thing, I've never seen an impact in 5 years as I did when people came in and freaked out that they could get in. And it was so much cheaper. So much cheaper. I mean, because they're running generators, they got squirrels running around in cages because they don't have the technology. But if you can branch that gap and hold their hand visually like this, boy, that's priceless. Anyway, that's all I have right now.
All right. So in English, what do you mean? Which product do you want?
Obviously, Connect, I want to be able to.
Connect is already there. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but I want to. I also think part of Connect, when you get into where the communication can be translated to different languages.
Yes.
And I realize you had said at one point that's a lot more money. It does cost a lot more money, probably. But if I was an organization and I could get Connect for 67%, 70% less, and you
but
said
then the
to
whole
me,
business, yes, but the whole business becomes Connect.
no, hold on, I'm not done.
According to your
I'm not
ideology.
I'm not done. So a big company comes in, you could say to them, we're going to give you these special features if you want, but it costs more money. People that would use it, especially an organization that's places all over the world. But there's that, Create. I'd love to have Create, but that's me thinking for me. But I mean, for everybody, I'd like to know again what your list is. What does it do? Then I would have a much clearer picture. I'm only going by what I see. So.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Well, yeah. With that being said, I see now. Just listen to the little. I don't know if it's the timing but it makes it more now needed such a topic because I see that we have to kind of reorganize our thoughts and be on the same page and have a more proper perspective or expectations together collectively. Please, it's back to you all the way. Was it Susie? Go ahead.
Yeah, it was me. Hi. Sorry, Ron, but I have to defend O-Staff. I think you had me at O-Staff, Ash.
Let me see if there's a resound that's boo. No boo?
I think if we are provide software, for people in the business world,
Yeah.
do not, even if you're not going to use it, anyone here, that is going to truly transform businesses. They are going to fall in love with it. And within that, one O-Staff, they are going to just come for all the other products. So although I love O-Connect, and I know that is an unbelievable product, I think most of the businesses are going to flock right away to O-Staff. They're going to fall in love. So of course, that's one of my favorites. And also, I think I'm excited to hear more about O-Booking. So that would be one too, that maybe is a little bit different than what people might think it is. And but I think that that's going to be a wonderful product for people to plan all their trips and whatever they're doing. So those are my two, but do not underestimate the impact of O-Staff is going to be the floodgates are going to open with people using it because it's going to change their business and change their bottom line immediately because people are spending way too much money on too many platforms and not having everything in one place. So those are my 2 cents.
But what keeps you up this late? Had you had too much coffee today? What's happening?
No, I
I've
fell
never seen you
asleep
this
on,
late.
listen, I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up, I came in as an attendee and they pulled me on and I was like trying to fix my hair.
Oh no.
I talked about my plans. I wanted to say happy birthday to Red. I joined very late and I just, sometimes I am just an attendee, but they found me, pulled me on, and I'm more than grateful to
Oh,
be
poor
here.
Susie.
So I don't know how long I'm going to last, but that's from my
I know.
heart, Ash. I
Yeah,
just
I
know what it's going to
I wish to
do.
add more. No, I wish to add more. You don't know how many businesses are coming out every day, everywhere, and some regions are exploding. Okay, and it doesn't mean that you have to have like 500 employees or so in order to need those staff. It could be as simple as having a little union or your association, for example, or committee or a family. Uh, Perhaps a part of having everything organized and in a proper structure. Especially there is more sides of it. So OConnect should be a part of OStaff, linked into to the back office, the OMail aspect of it. So when you have that luxury and that power of operating all those daily essential activities, regardless of your business or what area you're in, uh, when you see the power of just a single sign-on and everything linked together, one time the uh, data or centralized profile, you don't have to keep dragging things. It will save you a ton of time, a ton of money, and frustration, and that is like a gold mine to people who go through the process. As we get more people in the academia or in business and even small businesses, they're just startups, they lose their mind for the concept of that. And I'm talking about any sector. They love it. Farmers, you just name it, okay? When there is such an application, the communication is a main aspect, but also the data, the ability to onboard, add or hire to it, add everything. Oh, come on, you will realize this would be a game changer in the industry. And it's not just HR system management. If you think about it, it's a true business muscle, okay, in every way. It's a machine that saves you a ton of time, money, and of course frustration. People are sick and tired of the so many applications involved when it comes to running a business at any capacity. But
And Ash, it makes them look good because when you are trying to get employees, onboarding employees, looking good with them with all those different platforms, one
yeah,
hand doesn't know what the other hand's
yeah,
doing.
yeah,
It's going to really make a business look sharp,
right, yeah.
and they're going to perform, and they're going to feel a lot better because thousands and thousands of dollars are being spent for
And they're going to
crap.
realize when it's simple, because now it's more of that fear, or I would say maybe vague impression what it could be. Ron doesn't know that he would be a user too. For example, he mentioned he want to go fishing and he want to promote other like things on OShop, but when in reality it sounds like he has other products. He want to sell different things. I don't know, in the nutrition thing or field, and he's gonna be teaching on Academy. So if you put it together, he is gonna have a business to run. You
That's
need
true.
such a platform. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have your own domain. You're going to have all of that. So if you think about it, but when you realize how like a couple of clicks just put your profile and like you're in business live instantly, and then you're able to be compensated or get compensated from passing it on, uh, you're gonna kiss it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Janet, go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Hi, Ash. Hi, everybody. I
Hey,
just
hey.
I had to get up and come and sit here because I wanted to counting. I'm most looking forward to that, Ash,
Yeah.
from everything that you're saying now about being centralized, being able to minimize clicking, but I'm hoping that it has like personal budget analysis, being able to
Yes.
set all your bills up, but also the fact where you were talking about, the associations or the clubs and the things, because a lot of the projects that I foresee myself getting into from a personal aspect, being able to keep them all or organized. And then of course, that avenue of what you're talking about with O staff, being able to maybe link them, like the little groups of knowing that, you have these people that you want to bring on for this association, that, but being able to almost have like the old pal aspect. I'm not
Yeah.
too sure about that, but just being able to have like a personal manager that just helps you with every aspect of your life, and being able to have it all on one sign on, but almost have it like in buckets, like where you have a bucket for this, a bucket for that, so that you can, my brain works in buckets. So it's like if I go to here, I know that I have all of that. Like on my computer,
Yeah.
I use the bookmark folders across my bar, and I have like like maybe 10 different areas where I file everything. So almost like also like a file manager at the same time, so that all of your documents that you're having for this association or these group of people. So that whole personal aspect of manager, like the whole assistant component, but definitely with the accounting, so that it's easy to budget your personal life, because I do feel like we're all going to have so much more that we want to do, and more that we want to be able to outreach, and being able to easily pop on your computer and manage it is great. And obviously mail integrating into that.
Yeah.
Right now I use Microsoft Teams a lot. And I have different departments that I work with, and I have different folders that I drop everything into, and we share certain aspects. So that avenue as well, with the different associations or groups that we're all gonna kind of be working with, and just having like that dashboard that is your personal manager, that also helps with accounting, and then the wallet aspect of it, and easily dragging and dropping different things. Does that help? That's what I'm looking forward to, because
Absolutely.
it's a nightmare right now for me to do that. I'm working 3 jobs right now, and so just trying to keep everything organized on one laptop it gets cumbersome.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets cumbersome. So
That's fantastic.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
So I don't know, Janet and everyone, if you heard me talking on 360 the other day, I mentioned O-Verify, and I'm going to mention the same tonight. For example, O-Counting. I don't think I was born just to develop O-Counting or to change the world with O-Counting. All right. But here is what you just touched upon, brings it to a higher value. When things are integrated, the keyword is integration. Now, when O-Counting and O-Hire, for the people in HR area, they know having such a thing in one stop shop with the email, with the documents. You could just like send the documents, the onboarding, all of that, and from the same tab, you're able to run the payroll or the attendance. Oh my God. So the integration of everything is just a heaven. It's a paradise for businesses, indeed. So
Yeah.
that's how it. So sometimes, if you think about it, like as a standalone, yeah, I wouldn't even lose my mind for it. But when it's all together and it comes out to the light and it eases our life,
And
that's when the fun begins.
yeah, and the budgeting aspect as well, Ash.
Yes, yes,
Being able to, because you want to know what you're doing over here, what you're spending there, and being able to
right.
just drag and drop into those buckets would be
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Right. For those who may not be that ecstatic about something, I'm not. I'll tell you the same. Like accounting, I wouldn't do it. But you wonder, so something you're not losing your mind about, like whether it's verify or accounting. I couldn't be more transparent to you. Okay, why? But the need, okay, because when you want to have such a high integration between the different products, you're not going to be able to do it with another genetic or another product that is from a different breed. Okay, you need something genuine. You have full control of it with the centralized data that doesn't break. It doesn't break out when it comes to the utilization of it or the profile, the info. And that's why we had to do them, because it will be difficult for us to integrate them and rely on another source for that solution. So then the only way for, let me tell you, the only way for a business that we have a good control of their website, for example, they need to have OCreate and ODomain within. You see how? Okay, so, and then, well, for us to have the flexibility when it comes to social media and the communication and verifying the users, there's no such a thing. You're gonna connect another one and integrate another system and pay by the transaction, and then you're gonna have to clone. And if something breaks and you have too many buckets or systems, you see, Janet, like you have the one for the accounting, you have one for the HR, and you have another one for the communication, another one for the email, and another one to verify. How are they going to communicate? It will be a nightmare, and it's not going to be accurate unless it's a centralized system or ecosystem that everything is just connected to the same source as an original application.
Thank you. Thank you. Jean, you have your hand up. Then we go to Robin and then Keith. Is that
Thank
okay?
you, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, Minoo. Ash, when you first started talking, you had asked us to come up with two products that we'd love to see this year.
I was 2.5 or 3 when I started talking.
And then to the business one, I think I need to think about, because any one of them, just like with accounting, any one of them will be life-changing business-wise. If you really, just kind of drill down on each thing, they're all great. So I need time to think about which one I personally think is like the most transformative. But for the ones, the ones that we would love to see this year, my question is, does it need to be something that we know is kind of in this early pipeline that you've got, like Booking or something? Because for me,
or Plus.
Okay. Bless and Academy. Bless and Academy. Bless because it's the heart and soul of this company. And yes, it's not a revenue generating thing necessarily. It's something that shows the world who we are. And it's something where we can instantly start helping one another across the globe. So that's one. And then Academy, I just, it's just such an amazing platform, and it again, it will utilize all the other products that you've got going on. It's going to be using OConnect, it's going to use OCreate, you know, as people bring in their content onto the platform. It's going to start transforming education and all of that. So for me personally, as I would love to see even those in their rudimentary stages. Doesn't have to be full on, you know, just like OConnect is not in its full on stage. Just being able to bring those on in some way this year would be personally very exciting for me, because I think they are like flagship products for the company. But at the end of the day, every single product that you guys are developing is just absolutely mind-blowing. Like Counting, yeah, I mean, it might seem dry, but it's really not when you really think about it. How it frees people, it organizes, it gives people peace of mind. I personally am going to love using that product. So and I'm not really a numbers person. Sorry about that. What was that, Ash?
It makes other applications better, such as you know, if you have let's say you have you're a tutor on Academy, and you need to run like your business with your clients and all of that. So Accounting and staff, they become essential.
Yeah.
So the integration is the key, because you need this, you need that, but at the end, what if at some point you're going to need this? Like 5 years from now, you're going to need this. Right now, let's say you're fine with 1 or 2 products, but 5 years from now, you're not going to have to hunt. You're not going to have like research and test and try and all of that. And you're not going to have to create a whole different, say, ritual or develop another skill to be able to manage something else. It's already done within the same neighborhood. That will make it easier. So we don't want everything all at once. It's gradual, but it's done once. That's the key. Once you're in, you're in.
Oh, it's amazing. All in one place. Perfect. I would like to, with Minoo's.
I knew you get it, Jean. You're on the right track. You get it.
Thank you. That's good to know. That's good to know. I would like to hand it over to Robin Noble if she'd like to say something.
Hi, Ash. Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
I love what you're asking, Ash, because from what I'm listening to and what I'm seeing developing, it's really at the moment, you're also looking at 2 markets. You are ahead of the game with regards to the corporate and the business markets, but you're also looking at products that people every day can use. And I think to that effect, I think you're almost having to create a fork with some of the same products at the different levels. So, you know, for instance, I too initially thought I would never use OStaff. Probably wouldn't use Accounting. But when you start to explain it, if I have another business that I would like to promote on O-commerce rather, excuse me, French intonation there, on O-commerce, then I would probably want to have access to those others to be able to keep track of things. But initially, from a personal perspective, I would say I would like O-commerce, because once the commissions are flowing for the founders, they want to get out there and start increasing and improving their own travel, wellness, health, and other opportunities through connections that they've made thanks to you through ONPASSIVE already.
Right.
So I'm seeing that. And then the other thing is, are you going to, you know, you've obviously got in your own mind and how you are working with your teams, you've already got time frames of products and how and when they will roll out, even the starting levels of these. So O'Mail, for instance, and ONet, being able to bring people off Facebook and into the safe arena of ONet, are we looking at this year, or are we looking at 18 months down the road? And I'm not asking you to say anything. I'm just saying this is where I'm thinking in terms of how do we position to be able to present certain things to the people that we know that we would like to help and introduce to ONPASSIVE. Are you offering business packages already pre-built that a corporation would have a totally different need, whereas somebody with another business that they're an affiliate of, they would come in looking for the O-commerce and maybe the O-traffic. But once they've started and then they're using OConnect to do their talks and to do their presentations, their numbers might change, and in turn, their upline and up want to know what they're using, which then presents the opportunity for the business packages. The other thing too is, are you going to offer the opportunity for customers to be able to build their own package? Yes, coming in with OConnect, ideally. I love the opportunity of the translations. But can we then add our own other bits and pieces to it until either the more fledged out product is available, or do we still have to wait for everything to be at a certain level before we can start to work with it and practice with it or be part of it? Those are just some of the way my mind is thinking for, and I can just only imagine where you're going with all of this. Maybe you want to survey us, you know, on a webinar. Or
no, you want the spoken, you know, words,
right?
Not just like cut and dry 1, 2, 3. We can do that to everybody. We can pop it in the back office and everybody just say black and white. Okay, simple question, but the additional discussion, like those spoken words you said, that is valuable, and I want to hear it directly, personally. You have my address, right, Robin? Because whatever you're smoking, I want some of that.
I don't think I have the right one. No.
Have you been New Jersey? I know you haven't been in Michigan for sure.
Ash, disclaimer, cut that out, guys.
Cut the recording, yeah. Snippet.
So
yes, I'm glad.
That's amazing.
Yes,
You're on it, Robin. That's incredible.
I'm glad y'all talked about that accounting and stuff, because it really, I was thinking staff had to be like a big company, you know, not just a one-man show. But if you look at it that way, I can understand staff now.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have a zoo like me, you want to manage the animals. Just
Let me bounce on that. Witnessing the guy, I was in a building for 16, 18 hours a day, and I was hourly, and I watched my managers, and Susie could probably tell you this, who had to stay there, and their salary for 2 or 3 hours every single night doing payroll and the books and everything, and they were so mad because they had to give up their, you know, bowling or whatever they did at night because they were at work all the time. So managers are going to sell those staff for us, because when Susie McCray gets her hey, you got to check
every business activity, a soccer team would need staff. Okay, to run the team. Any team, any an academy teacher would need it. Yeah. But the beauty is all connected together.
Churches too, right?
Keith, go ahead. You had a question?
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Excited, truly excited. First time on with Ash.
Good to see you, Keith.
Yes. Thank you, Ash.
You're more popular than anyone I know here.
Ash, since last September, noticed I lost my hair because when I saw the new OConnect, I just fell apart. I was just, I lost it all. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away, Ash. But I'm happy to be here. But I want to ask about.
Survey says. Yeah. A man with no hair, like a bald head, is better for business.
Oh, you know,
it gives them that power, that macho or masculine perception.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Check it out. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. So I was thinking about the OConnect, because I work in education. I mean that area of work. And you know, we have these conference calls, and I would hear like breakout rooms, and you know, they really have us like split up and the kind of thing. I've never quite heard that mentioned by anyone with our OConnect. We can maybe just go to different rooms, different areas. Is that a part of what we have?
I'm sorry. Did anybody get that? Like, what do you mean?
Without O Connect, we're able to like say we have like 10 different classes and want to maybe go
Breakout?
to different. Yeah, like it's like
Breakout
a breakout
room?
room. Yeah, it's like a breakout room concept. Like
Breakout. Yeah,
breakout room. Yeah,
you do.
Oh, awesome. You've said it all. Because
And
that's
also a green room for also like backstage
oh
for
wow.
speakers, for example, like I misbehave and then Chris pulls me to the backstage and I mean in a disclaimer, okay, watch your mouth. We don't have to say that in front of everybody, but we're talking, we don't leave the platform and we switch back. Yeah. It's like be right back. It's just one click backstage, but
Oh
you know,
wow.
obviously the speakers has access to it.
Wow. This truly exciting, Nash. Truly exciting.
And I'm telling you, it's the need is the mother of all invention. Obviously, I screw up a lot, and you know, they wish they can pull me to the back door or something. But we will make it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, we
Of
have.
course. Good seeing you.
Oh, likewise,
I'm
Ash.
a fan. I'm a fan.
God bless you.
Definitely.
Ivy and then Joyce. Ivy, please.
Hello, Ash.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to add my voice to the stuff. Like being a manager in a place with so many people. There are features that are needed for the time clock. That's where we used to leave a lot of revenue. We used to lose that. Now a system came up where everybody clocks in on their phone, is on the same staffing system. And they can only clock in when they are in the building. And the clock is attached to their phone. So we don't have anybody letting somebody clock in for them or clocking in and going home. And then, you know, we don't have that. You have to be in the building to clock in and clock out. Then also we have features on it. When I sit in my office and I see that you are past 15 minutes, it gives a ding and I can just click on my mouse and it goes on your phone and it reminds you that you're getting into overtime. Now, all those things I'm talking about, I used to do it physically. Can you imagine calling somebody, you didn't clock in, bring me your timesheet? I always had timesheet stacks. You know, at the time of payroll, it's like you have to get people to sign in. It was so manual, but now, Ash, I do reviews on that stuff. I let them do the pre-review, like they will tell me what they want, what they think about themselves for a review. Then I would check it on that stuff. And then I would do the review. The review, they just read and click. You know, it has cut my life. My life is so much better. And I'm telling you, everybody would run for it because I use an agency. There are only 8 people in it. And they need those systems because you can't be running after them all over. Before, they had to bring the timesheet. You had to. Now it's cut all into half. And then also we have the keys. We have 2,000 workers in our building, and they all have keys. Before, we have to chase them for the keys. Now the same system. Instead of using the key watcher, they put it in a computerized key holder. And if you can't replace your key the same day, you have a write-up or a dismissal. So it's so much more than we think. And it is going to be heavily, like talking from a business point, the commercial aspect is vast. Everybody needs it. Even if you have only you, that thing can manage your life. I can give 20 points of how this stuff can be of tremendous benefit to the whole world. It's essential. It's oxygen in our times. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. That's a good point. And anybody who's been in business for a while or tried to run anything, they know the hectic, effort that is needed to function effectively. Uh, think about the clocking. It's way outdated. Okay, for example, in ONPASSIVE or OSTAF, we have created the facial recognition that is 100% AI, and the way it worked, you enter from one side and you exit from the other side. So it scans you, like you don't have to do anything. It recognizes you whenever you walk into the building, to the place, to the floor, and when you walk out, that's it. There's no way, there's no room for abuse, period. Think about the onboarding, think about everything. It's just a lifesaver. And there is so much. That's why it's not an easy thing to build. And we want to make sure it's ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Daniel, did you have something?
Yes, I guess Scott's free. I've talked to Could you hear me? What? What'd you say?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I've had several people I've talked to, and they're one of the biggest complaints is spam. And one of my, I'm not going to say what company, but one of my emails, I get like, I don't know, 50 a day. So if I don't check it in a week, I got 400. I got to scan through. So that was one. Oh Bless is one of my favorites. And then, of course, O Connect. But also, Ash, I'm very intrigued by O Play. Can you tell more about that? Hello?
Just a second, Daniel.
Okay. Thank you.
Usually they're busy doing something. Just a minute.
Okay.
And if I
I'm gonna say something.
Sharon, there was already a question. We're waiting.
Oh no, I just wanted to comment.
Oh.
Go ahead. Or wait for Ash to come back.
Unmute, Sharon.
I just wanted to comment on what Daniel was talking about, O Play, and I was just going to say that I think it's going to be a game changer because it's something that gaming is really huge, right? Especially among the younger generation. And what's really cool about O Play, what I think, is that you get to play during like live games. You get to kind of like interact with it. My understanding is, and that's all I wanted to say. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I think the gamers out there are going to love it.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Yeah. Just have to wait, Mr. Ash. Something came up.
I think he had some headset problems.
Yeah. I just don't want to see all you guys shaving your heads now. If I come onto a webinar tomorrow and everyone's got their head shaved, including the women, because what Ash said, oh boy, we're in trouble.
All right, Chris.
Way ahead of
Chris.
you on that, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already there.
I'll shave mine off.
I
I think
that I'd pay money to see.
I think we will all be good as long as Chris don't shave his head.
Chris, keep your unshaved. Look at Chris. Keep yours unshaved, my brother.
I just got it cut Monday. It's already 2 inches long. So
Oh no.
it keeps coming.
And Minoo, Joyce was next, right?
Yeah, I have Joyce, and then I have it in order written down. Let me turn my screen on. I have Joyce, Jennifer, Dr. Benny, which I don't see her, then Sherry Thursday.
Does anybody hear a guitar?
That's Keith playing his guitar.
Darn, Chris, we could have had him on that one.
2 points. It's 2 points.
You're hearing a guitar? Oh my God. You know what happens right before you hear a guitar.
He's trying.
I muted Mr. Ash in case.
Well, he's trying to talk, but it's not working.
Now he's unmuted. Okay.
Yeah, don't mute him no more.
Okay. I promise.
Hey, you guys, I need to sign off, but thank you for
Susie,
having me on.
It was great
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Signing
Thank
off.
you
Thank
for
you
letting
for
me
coming,
see.
Susie.
Bye,
Susie.
Susie. Good night, Susie.
Aloha,
See you,
Susie.
Susie.
Please come back again.
Bye, Susie.
Susie.
See you, Chris.
I know. It's going to be early, man. Just
Have to be on site at 7 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, just to let you guys know, we are doing all Indian webinar at 10 o'clock tomorrow. If you haven't seen the poster, it should be pretty exciting.
So is it going to be like Cherokee and Sioux? Or
Yeah, we're gonna. I told Marty,
That would be
yeah,
freaking
find a
cool.
couple
would be
Navajos.
No, find a
Holy
cowboy hat. We're gonna play Cowboys and Indians tomorrow. 10
All
o'clock.
right. We can
Cree,
do trivia.
I'll represent the Cree. Awesome. Oh my God, that'd be so great.
It's a good
Seriously, Chris, that panel is amazing. How did you get them all together?
one phone call.
I just was blown away when I saw that. I'm like,
Oh, well,
And he was so excited you wouldn't believe it.
yeah, Gershmender was going nuts. Really? And then I said,
I mean,
"Well,
that is a
finished."
powerhouse panel.
He even picked the people. We said find 8 people. That was it.
I mean, one, there's just so many to pick from, but that is like pure gold. I'm looking
actually
forward
got
to that
9.
so much.
We do have 9 people. One's going to sneak in and one's going to leave out. So, but Gershmender said, "Don't worry, Chris. I will take care of the whole thing. It's good." Bonnie.
And the next morning he had every bit of it.
I said, "I need headshots," and boom.
That's Gersh.
He over delivered.
He's
the
somehow-
ONPASSIVE way.
When I met Gershmender, I didn't know what to expect. I actually had such a good time with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He
just,
seems like a cool dude.
oh, he is.
He's
Yeah.
so awesome.
He's just
very
short.
loving. Very
And
loving.
he is
person.
short.
He's
Yeah,
so
he's very
short.
Yeah, he's just a very loving person.
Go on.
6'4" when he walks in, it's like a little mini me, Gershmender. Who are you?
Size doesn't matter.
And he, okay.
Uh-oh.
Easy now.
That's
Let's
not
get
trivia
this
tonight. We
started,
better stay
James.
away from that one.
Prodigal son returns.
Oh, mercy.
Who took Susie to the backstage now?
I know.
She had to leave.
He was sleepy.
She went to go shave her head.
We ran out of Chex Mix. It's like,
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Ash, Daniel was the last one asking you a question, and it was about OPlay.
OPlay, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I was really intrigued of OPlay. I'm very into sports, and I'm actually been playing tennis for 50 years. Though, hope you have tennis in there somewhere. Thank you. Mahalo.
No problem. Mahalo. Yeah, so you want the bad news?
What? Yes, bad news first.
Yeah. So when we came up with the OPlay idea, it was more as a standalone. Okay. And the O Media department, who are the department behind Own Joy, they said, we're going to take over this. This is so cool. It's more fitting in Own Joy than just as a standalone. And the person was one of the managers that was involved in leading OPlay is no longer with us. He didn't die. We just fired him. And we feel like it's kind of like a setback. Is like, where do we put it? Like standalone, and these people want it to be with Enjoy, all of that. So to be honest with you, it's kind of been paused.
Okay, thank you.
Though we have the software, we have it. Just there's not a business concept to it yet. But for sure, it's not going to be. Personally, I have that. I don't know. Principle that we're not going to allow gambling in it. So it's just going to be more for entertainment and just have fun. When they start talking about money and all of that, I didn't like it. Some would like it, yeah.
I would not like that at all.
Yeah. So back to the question again. If we want to spread the message, okay, ONPASSIVE at a stage where we want to prioritize our products after this, coming period now. The second half of the year is going to be pretty, I would say, busy, and things are going to accelerate. And we thought if we put out everything, it's just going to be overwhelming, a little overwhelming, because we got like things got jammed or congested in a while. It's like a bottleneck now, and we don't want it just to explode. So we thought it would be reasonable to have such a discussion and have a sense of where the users of ONPASSIVE would like to go, what they would, what they're passionate about, what things could affect their life in terms of prioritization. Everything's still in the pipeline. However, what do we mostly see is desirable to be sooner than the other products. That's why we want to have the discussion. So it makes sense to put something that people wanted versus like what we envision. All right. Of course, I will give you my view, but after that, it will be, we heard from everybody, or at least, those who are willing to participate.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So next after that, Joyce, and then Jennifer, then Sherry. Joyce, please.
Hello, Ash. Hello, everyone. I've been listening to what everyone is saying. Hi, Ash. And I agree with OSTAF, because just having a business myself and having to use so many platforms to bring things together is so hard. when you have insurance companies, you have to credential with them, and you have clients that you have to book, schedule, and you have so many aspects of that business that to come together. But with the staff and Create would be awesome to have come forth as well. But I plan to retire, so that's going to be a whole different story. But so that's good. If I had it, before, it would have been great. And I think when I was going to say Enjoy as well too, but I think about booking because of the pandemic that just happened. Families haven't been able to get together, so now travel is like so important. People, families getting to see each other, and I know my family. We've been apart for a long time. But now they're coming together where we can travel again. And I think that's going to be so important that we allow that, because we can do travel. I don't know how it's going to work, but especially even if it's at a cheaper rate, or just getting people out there traveling again to see families. And it'd be whether it's reasonable, and everyone wants to travel around the world anyway, just to meet all the founders. So I think that would be great to bring forward. I don't know if there'll be a part where you'll make money on that, but I've been with the travel companies before, and you had to recruit and do this and do that, and no one wants to do any of those things. But I think that with booking would be great for us right at this time, because just people missing families,
Indeed,
wanting to get together. So
everybody want to go somewhere, right?
yes, and everybody will use it because everybody wants to travel. So if there's whether it's land by cruises, it doesn't matter. It's just people want to get together, and that's family, so I think that would be great with the booking.
Thank you. So then we go to Jennifer.
Right.
Jennifer.
Hi, Ash.
Hey.
My thing is, so the two that, I guess there's three of them I'm kind of looking forward to. So Create is one of them. Because I do a lot of website designs, do a lot of editing. So I'm just wondering about ODit. Is that going to be like an editing program all in one kind of thing? I'm assuming like a lot of them will work together, like ODit, Create, Mart, like, for that type of stuff.
Audit would be for a quick editing if you already have something designed. So it's more like cropping, whether it's an image, a page, or a video. All right. Now, Create would be to build and develop pages from scratch. Okay. And there will be all the various types of pages. Of course, we would have our own templates, and you can just change your text or the option of your imagery or theme, perhaps there's room to play for that. So it would be a single page, it would be a whole website, it would be an e-commerce website, a WordPress would be there, all the different, teasers, webinar or event templates to, if you're conducting an event and you want to collect data, all of those, like a form to sign in or opt in. Yes.
Okay, is there anything coming down the pipeline that's like a major editing program, something like DaVinci Resolve or something where you can edit videos and edit photography in it that I've missed?
There are good tools out there. I don't think this is there's a gap into that. So for the pros, I would be honest with you, I didn't envision Audit would be for the advanced developers or designers.
Okay.
It's just like for something handy, a small tool, it could be even free, okay? Not a big deal, or just one-time subscription.
So would that be sort of like Canva, kind of?
Didn't want to say it, but it's, just to I know this would be probably more appropriate to say it. I mean, yes. So I just have to be truthful.
Okay, thank you.
That's what we've envisioned so far.
Okay, great.
Now,
thank
will
you.
we take it to another level? I don't know.
All right, we go to Sherry this way, please.
Hello, Ash. How are you and your family?
I'm good. Thank you. And they are fine. I just drugged them to sleep, so they didn't sleep naturally.
Disclaimer again.
You're on fire. Perfect. So I'm on fire for a lot of the platforms, but I like the O staff one because you figure that amounts to every business. And when a business can have more time on their hands, they can spend more time with their clients or their customers. They make their customers happy, which makes them happy because they have more time to be with their family, which makes the customer happy, which spreads more happiness throughout the world, which gives them more time, and time is precious. And so I think staff is a no-brainer for sure. And the translation part on translation part, I'm really excited for that, because sending an email and saying it in my language and somebody else getting in their language, because there's so many languages, I could never memorize all the different languages. That to me is going to be a game changer there as well. And I know that you're going to have that on OConnect eventually. And my heart's still with Bless. I think that and OnJoy are going to be very important, because we got to help our children right now. And we need to help the children's parents so they can help our world, because it's just a mess right now. Everybody's going in the wrong kind of direction. We need to get a grip and get the kids online, and with the parents getting online, and you know what I mean, maybe in the going in the right direction. We need to, because our world's just getting worse and worse and worse, or whatever the word you want to use. And I think if we get a grip on the children and the parents, that'll be such in the Bless, and everything working together, meshing together, will help our world all together. So there's a lot of other ones I like, but I'm just mentioning those three right now. My inputs.
Good stuff. Thank you, Sharon.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Right. Well, nobody's hands is up. Hi, Julie Wynn. Welcome.
Oh, California's in the house.
California's in the house.
Hi, Cali girl.
Hello, Mr. Ash. Hello, Minoo and Ron. Hello, everyone. I'm just so happy to come home from my daughter's concert tonight and just jump in and just sit here and listen. I love it. It's just the spirit of it. Just hearing, people around the world talking about ONPASSIVE, their joy.
So you came jumping?
No, I
Explain to
literally
me.
did. I literally did. Like, I'm jumping for joy just coming in.
So the concert is for Celestine, or what was it?
It's a summer concert. So she's in choir at her school, and they have a summer program tonight. And it was so beautiful when you see over 200 children are on stage together and singing. Just so beautiful, just seeing, kids of all ages. You've seen kids that are, I don't want to judge, but I'm saying, some autism, some that just get together and just sing, and you can see the joy in them, like middle school, high school together, and you don't see that a whole lot. And it was just really beautiful evening. And so one of the girl,
But who taught you jumping?
who taught me jumping. It's just your natural,
I have
it's
to
just
tell everybody. I think I taught your daughter, and then now she taught you how to jump.
something happened.
In a way, she taught me how to jump.
I remember, and
Now
I
you
know.
remember, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember? Oh my God! Did you know that she's taller than I am now? She was like
Of
right
course
here, her shoulder. She's probably
2 years ago she was taller than you. Yeah, of course I know.
I've never shared that
I'm
image.
sure she grabbed a meal or two in the last 2 years, so she has to be taller.
Yes. is a jumper, so she taught me how to jump. I got that.
Yeah. With those high heels, absolutely, yeah. Watch out.
Yes, yes. Oh, high school next year.
All right, looks like Kiana has her hand up.
It's great
Go
to
ahead.
see you.
Hi, hello, Ash.
Hello.
So for me, I'm pretty excited. I mean, obviously the O Connect is kind of a given, so I just kind of look at that. So, but I'm thinking of the accounting also, because there's so many of just the passive founders and that have not done any sort of accounting stuff when it comes to their business.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of just customers that might come in and go, oh, I just, see that and realize that they can do it on their own and they can see how it can help them and without having to worry about going somewhere. And maybe, and some people might feel a little overwhelmed when they have to go and see somebody to try to help with their accounting, and they're and it's just there for them, and then they can really learn from it there. And it can help at any age, right, from older people to the company people and just everybody, and even me. Like, I'm not huge accounting person. I mean, I would like to know that I can kind of run my business to a certain degree, and then if I need more help, I can at least kind of talk to somebody maybe, but I can make some sense with my words, and I know what I'm looking for, and I can tell that thing. You just don't feel as sort of as lost if you were going to go talk to somebody. So you can learn from the accounting for just your own use and for ONPASSIVE, our business. So that's a good thing for me. And the other thing is I like the Joy, because I'm really concerned about children also. I was saying earlier that there's so many single families and things like that, and children aren't always their number one like it should be, and they're coming from all different levels of how they're being raised or what countries they're in, and they just haven't had, because kids need to learn to be happy, to be kids, to learn what how they can play in a safe place, and they can learn to also socialize with other people, because some kids really just haven't had any experience because they're poor, or they don't have the money to do things. They can't go out, and their families aren't around. They don't have a dad. They don't have. It's just they're lonely. This is how they can, like I was saying earlier, their mental health gets affected. Their social skills are affected. There's just so many other things that are affected to children that aren't enjoying their life as a child. And then I like the idea that Joy has the different age levels. So then from young age, they can learn to, meet the kids online that are on Joy, and they grow up together. It's just a whole safe environment. And at the same time with the Bless, we can help them more of the physical and things that, they'll need between, academy and between mental health and between services and everything else. So those are my two: the accounting for ourselves and everybody else, and the Joy for the children.
On Joy, yes.
On Joy, yeah.
Big deal. Well, you want to probably take a look at the bucket, okay, and try to sort them out. There are tools or products where their effect will be viral. Perhaps that means it can generate more sales, okay? Like anyone would use them. And there's another category. You could put different tools there or applications where they are for, not for everyone, okay? But they are different. They will save time and money for the individuals or the organizations that they would use them. We go back to O staff. And there are tools that would be a game changer for the influencers and the trainers, those who are actively online. So you want to put them in categories and see which one you care more for, and some of them, you know, they're probably not necessarily the price value that draws them, but human value or the benefits.
Yeah.
So I think it's that simple, but overall everything is connected together. It's just which should come first and second and third. That's what we're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the accounting, I think, is really something that's going to help get people just sort of started, especially with getting to know their business and just for everything too, not just for business, but for.
I can give you a clue, everybody, okay? And it's really a practical one, okay? There is a product that everybody's interested in. And once they have it, it's a tool, nothing more. Once they have it, or they have it in the way they wish for, it will open the doors for the other aspects of their life. That product is money. Everybody's interested in it. And when it's available, then it will unlock the other possibilities. So it does make sense, and I'm not trying to steer the thinking in a different way. I don't want to influence your preference. I really want it to come out organic. But if we think of what products that are needed by everybody, like in high demand, so much demand, like they will sell by the millions, if not the billions, and they will generate that massive volume in terms of revenue, which essentially is giving everybody the possibility of being, I don't want to say fulfilled, but at least covered, okay, to the level and the capacity they're aiming for. And from there, then we can talk about the next thing. There, you know, when we talked about Book and Joyce, for example, yeah, that's amazing, but without having that fuel in the bank, we're not going to go anywhere. So which one is first, the chicken or the egg? Yeah. In my opinion, obviously, that's how we want to think. We want to think productive and practical. Money first, and that will open more possibilities. And then even on Joy, for example, the kids, yeah, we want to teach them, but if we don't feed them properly, we don't, you know, give them proper clothing and security and all of that, then we talk about the additional things, such as play, as Daniel said. So that's how we want to think about practicality and which one is more essential, which one is a must-have, and then number 2, 5, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, anybody?
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to add to that, because that's I love what you just said, because if you shoot for the money, and I'm not money hungry, with money comes people. With people, they're going to be here. Right. Then when you go to the next products, you're not searching for anybody. They're at your front door. They're already here. Yeah.
Right.
So now
you want something that people are using it and they need it anyway. And the key is to make it affordable globally because we're a global company. And then with the opportunity to make unlimited cushion with it. And then that gives you the possibility to wander and wish the direction you like.
And Ash, if in the beginning they come in, let's say the money draws them and you actually have more people, obviously.
Right.
If the quality's that good and it's that cheap, they'll be waiting for something new to come out.
Yeah, and now I have money to spend. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but again, all need to be mapped.
Yeah.
It has to be planned. So we, as a company, we need to know how to organize things accordingly.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have 3 more, if that's okay. We have Ilanet.
3.
Alba. Yes. Ilanet,
Okay.
Alba, and then back to Julie Wynn. Ilanet.
No Gusminder and no Neeraj.
Mirage is coming right now, so just sit tight, boss. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry. He's only got one question.
Yeah.
Let me make some coffee. I'm actually going to get ready to the next meeting, believe it or not.
No.
I'll cancel him.
No. Tell Neeraj he can talk tomorrow at 10.
I didn't have coffee to last this much, so obviously it's for the next thing. Yeah.
All right, Ilane.
Hi, Ash. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Really excited
Good
to be
evening.
here. I feel like I haven't seen you for a while live.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, but I've been very, very busy actually with OConnect. I came up to talk with you about a few things that I've been experiencing through other people as well. But I just wanted to share with you, my thoughts. We're celebrating our first birthday here in OConnect. I just turned back my membership to that bad popular other platform a year ago. And I've been going through an amazing journey with OConnect
Somebody's
this
paying
year.
attention. Yeah.
I want to share with you that as part of my campaigning with OConnect, in the past few months, I've been interviewing maybe close to 100 speakers, workshop leaders, trainers, a lot of people that naturally on a daily basis, they use a virtual platform like this. And first of all, they were impressed. They really liked the welcome that they received. And from the conversations that I had with them, it seemed to me that it's very natural for them to have as part of the package when you were talking about the other tools that will come out with them, would be obviously Academy, where many of them have courses and they would like to upload those. And also that combination of the Create along with the Did and Capture, where they could create their material and
on the domain
invite.
name. So domain
Yes.
first. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah.
Yes. And I just want to say thank you, Ash, for
Wow.
giving us this amazing
You nailed it.
gift.
You're-
I've been I think maybe over 300 webinars I've held already, hosted.
Wow.
There's two things that I wanted to share to ask you about OConnect. Number one, if the ticker can also be adapted to not only from right to left, but also from left to right when we use it, so it doesn't come in Hebrew or other languages that are written the opposite way.
It can be done. Yeah.
And also I've noticed, so if I have another host with me and they are still at a host status and they leave, it closes the meeting. So I had to transfer them back.
You cannot hand it like you mean host to give away the host to somebody else?
No, so I was the host, and then we had a whole group. I also put some other participant as a host, and when
Okay.
she left, the meeting closed because I didn't change her status to co-host. So it just automatically closed the room, and then we had to reopen it.
I get it.
All
We have
right.
to talk about that, yeah. So because you need to be the one who controls to put her back as a host. Okay.
No, yeah, we were two hosts. I did control her, but I just wasn't aware that if she's still, because the paid version you could have two hosts.
Okay.
But instead of asking her to downgrade, or for me to downgrade her to co-host, I didn't realize it. It just happened. That was the first time I've experienced that. And then the last thing I would like to ask, in share screen, is there a possibility where the share screen will not be the whole
But
screen where?
Eliana, one second. So
Okay.
when it was closed, that session ended for everybody, or
Yes, the
for
whole room
you?
closed. The whole
Oh.
room closed. I had to
Good.
create a new webinar because it didn't, at the time, it was quite some time back. Okay, it was maybe 2 months
Okay.
ago. So maybe it's different now.
Got it.
Yeah,
Can
and
I
then
say something there, please? Mr. Ash, my experience is that, yes, my second host can end it, but I am able to go back and reopen it.
But if it ended for everybody, that's a problem. Yeah.
It does end for
The whole session.
It ends for everybody. Yeah.
yeah, and then about share screen, if it's possible to have an option where when we share a screen, it's only half a screen. So on the other half or other third screen, we could still see at least part of the participants. Like I know that, when we share the screen, so there are the buttons and it lets us know if they see it, but still things are still in adjustment mode. It'd be great to still have that ability.
Got it. Okay.
I'm just really enjoying it. I have to tell
Thank
you,
you.
I love it.
No,
I'm
those are
using
good
the recordings.
observations. We'll prioritize them from the host, permission. That's important. The second one would be we can try to enhance and optimize the screen share. And lastly, the ticker. That's still fine either way, but we'll do that. We'll just give the two options, or maybe we get fancy with it, and depending on the language, it should understand which direction should it go.
Yeah.
I think Japanese is upside down, right?
That's
vertical.
too much of a question for me at this point.
Then we
so
should
much.
we should allow left, right, or yeah, I get it. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you, Minoo. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you. Great questions. All right, Abba, please.
I'm still waiting for empanada with shawarma.
I was waiting for you to come here to California. I didn't forget my promise to you.
I'm still hungry.
I can't wait for you guys to come here.
Would love to. Yeah, definitely. It's all because of Julie and Sherry.
I know.
Okay, Abba, go for it.
Hello, Ash.
Hello. How about?
You asked for two products. So, OConnect is a favorite, anyways, of mine and everyone's. But then,
It's keeping us together here. Yeah, of course. We cannot.
Yes, absolutely, because we are all from different parts of the world, but all together.
Right.
So this is one thing that I just love. But I also like Obless. Of course, that is a side one.
Yeah.
But for me, I also, not counting OConnect, Obless, and I like O-Verify, because that way we can verify our customers as well as make money on that.
Beautiful.
So that's what these two
You
are my
pass.
favorite products.
Full mark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alba.
Thank you. That's it.
Dr. Benny, before you get kicked out, you had your hand raised. Do you still have a question?
Yes, please.
Go for it, and then Julie, it's yours next.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Ash Mufareh.
How you doing? Good
I'm
morning.
good.
It is good morning. You don't
Yes,
have to
please.
remind us. Thank you.
So I know you talk about two products that we like. Yes, I do like O Connect. I like O Tracker.
Wait a minute. Okay. So if it's good morning, that means it's no longer Friday Night Live? Where did Ron go?
Good morning.
It's Sábado Gigante now, I guess. Good morning.
Good morning. So I noticed that O Connect, I haven't seen the future of like the waiting room.
Yeah.
So with the waiting room, it will enable participant to wait. Just giving an example, if you have like 10 employees,
Yeah.
and let me say they are in a room that you want to conduct, let me say, an interview. You want to
Right.
conduct an
Yeah.
interview.
I
So
know
you
what
want to
you're
choose
talking
like
about.
2 people.
Yeah.
So you will ask somebody, you will put us in a waiting room and then go now and interview the rest. I don't know if we do have that key feature.
No, it's the way it works right now. If the attendees arrive ahead of the speaker, there's just like that music or the arrival template. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I need it myself, okay, but it's not done yet.
Oh, okay. So the other product that I like, despite the fact that I like all of them, we have like O Tracker. I know that I will not be able to utilize that. It is really for those who are business. They are doing business, which we all know that is going to track individuals, those who they want to purchase goods. It will track the IP address, whoever, and then put it like in a log. They will notice whatever is happening. So nobody can really steal when it comes to O Tracker, because it's going to track each and every one. So I like O Tracker. I like O Academy, O Bless,
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Keep in mind, it's done for you. So, for example, if somebody subscribed to the product and they need further analysis to their business, perhaps traffic, buyers, any of that, that would be useful to them. You don't need to install, you don't need to, so it's just an add-on value.
Boom.
So I
I
do
like
have
your background.
Thank you. I have I
Fancy.
should say my brother-in-law told me that he's excited about ONPASSIVE, but that there is a product within ONPASSIVE that he is expecting for them to utilize. I believe it's the OPAR, which is just like OPAR. He said he wants to be able to communicate with his friends in Cameroon, all over the globe. So do you think there will be time that you will bring OPAL quicker so that a lot of people will be able to communicate rather than utilizing different products?
Is he your sister's husband or who's he?
My sister's husband.
Okay. Yeah, she got a smart one. Yeah, that's a big one. That can go viral to the billions. Yeah.
He said he does not want to be using WhatsApp.
I
He wants
understand.
to
Yeah.
use. He wants to brag.
It's a very good. Okay, yeah. WhatsApp is a very good one. Perhaps if you, and there are other applications that are, with additional features. There's not one complete one. You're not going to find everything you wish to have in one application, and some more, like the added love that we have, say, like, small things as be right back, or the calculator, or the ticker, the action, and OConnect. Yeah. So having that application could also be a viral trend.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's a
Thank you,
keeper. How long he's been with your sister?
for more than 10 years.
Yeah, tell her not to leave him. Yeah, she's smart.
Okay,
Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Minoo.
Let's go to Julie Wen, please.
Thank you so much, Minoo. I understand Mr. Ash has another meeting. What I wanted to say, I believe it's a little bit lengthy, so I could definitely say for the next time, Minoo, because I know he has a meeting he has to go next.
It's up to Mr. Ash.
I
he has a meeting to go, and he's coming from a meeting.
I know, but yeah, what I have to say is a little bit long, but brother Ash, Mr. Ash, what I know you have to go. You have a meeting, so I would probably wait till the next time.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm going to be curious. I'm going to be thinking for
clues.
It's going to be hard to sleep. Yeah. Give us a clue. Come on, Hen.
It's about money. It's about money.
Forget about that.
Because when you talk, when you, I don't know if you see it when you start mentioning the word money, and I hear just bust out smiling, because I've never talked about money on a webinar, and now you brought it up, and I just kind of brought that to me, and so it's a little bit long, but it's good. It's not the money that we're thinking.
Keep it, and you talk to Michael about that. Michael, I'm not the money guy.
It's not about the money, but it's good. I believe so. I believe it's good. Next time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. You should be on the look for the video virtual background.
Thank you.
And perhaps if you can have a sense, or if you want to share anybody, like for other members to start thinking about their preferred product or suggested prioritization to our ecosystem, I would love to listen to them.
Okay. Mr. Ash, one question, if I may.
Of course. Yeah, no problem.
So the new version of...
Listen, I can never be late. People would have to wait for me. Trust me.
That's
okay?
True. That's true.
No matter what. I can cancel the whole thing. But if we want to get things done, I just stick to the time. Go ahead.
Do want that. So, quick question. Right now, my background like makes me slow motion. My lips move. You can hear me, but
right. You're wearing technically the same color of the background, so there is a color conflict, and depending on your actual background and the light. No joke. Yeah, that's the fact. So look at Jean. It's real time. Because
I have a green screen. I don't have a background on right now, but I do have that same experience, Ash. When I put a background on, it's sort of choppy, and I don't know if it's ever been a conflict with my clothing.
So Dr. Benny has the same, right?
Here, let me try it. I'll try it right now.
Dr. Benny, can you make some movement? Like talk with your hands.
Talk.
Looks good, but your speed, how's your speed? All those variable, and how many people are in the session, etc.
Also, I uploaded my background. Could it be that? It wasn't one of the built-in ones.
Yeah, usually try different one. I see you don't have enough light in your place, for example. Try now. Try one like with a different contrast. Like,
Oh, okay.
let's see what you have.
Let me go pick it.
Yeah, that is dark. You wear in dark. Okay, so you in design, I think Jennifer can tell you this. So if you are like, let's say we're in light. Okay. Let me see.
Oops. When I collapse, see
it's
how
not perfect. It's doable, but it's not perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Try
let me
different ones. Yeah. So for example, try to have like a white, okay, or silver, and see what happens. A solid one.
Great session. Great session, Ash. That was one of the best meetings.